Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking about making decisions in Excel now. So I have a couple truth tables set up. So here's logical value A and B. This column here is for A, and we've go through four different choices. We're counting in Boolean 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, which equals 2, 1, 1, which equals 3. So it's the binary numbering system. You only have digits 0 and 1. 0 represents false, which is what this is showing us right here. And to figure that out, I used negation twice, which just gives you what A2 is. So we can see that a 0, a number 0, evaluates as a logical false. A number 1 evaluates as a logical true. So here's how the not function works. Not A, just negate A. So if A is false, not A is true. If A is true, not A is false. Okay, A or B, we use a plus sign because it looks a lot like a plus. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. And 1 plus 1 is 2, actually, but it's not 0. So that's what we mean by or. If either one or both are true, that's your or function. And here it is in Excel. Different programs do this differently. They implement it differently. They use a double ampersand sign or double vertical bars for ors and ands in Java, C++. Excel implements it as a function. Or is the function name, the parentheses enclose the arguments of the function, and you can just keep going. You can go C2, D2, etc. You can put in as many arguments as you want. That's the same thing goes with the AND function. There we go. You have to have an equal function name, parentheses, list of arguments. And these are the cell references, A2 and B2. Exclusive OR. Now, here's how this one works. It works just like the OR. But the difference comes in the true and the when the value of both arguments is 1, when everything's 1. A or B is true, A exclusive OR B is false. So if they're both true, then XOR, exclusive OR. So it excludes 0, 0. It excludes 1, 1. 0, 1 and 1, 0, though, evaluate as true. You'll notice this looks a lot like addition. And looks a lot like multiplication. 0 times 0 is 0, 0 times 1 is 0, 1 times 0 is 0, 1 times 1 is 1. This looks really close to addition until you get to here. Well, now exclusive OR looks exactly like addition. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. There's 0 in the units digit when you add 1 plus 1. And that would evaluate as 0 or false. So exclusive OR is used in adders in computers, in microprocessor chips. This exclusive OR is used to add two numbers together. And then you have a carry bit. In this case, you'd have a carry bit. So here would be your carry bit, and here would be your units digit. Okay. So these two together, you've just done addition. 0 plus 0 is 0, 0. 0 plus 1 is 0, 1. 0 plus 1 is 0, 1. 1 plus 1 is 1, 0. And you can keep going with this. That's how microprocessor chips are built. So these are the primary functions we're going to use, logical functions in Excel. Here's another set. These are comparison things. We've seen this before. So let's go down and take a look at the formula. The first equal sign is an assignment. It assigns the value of C8 to this. The second, third, fourth, and so on. Other equal signs in the equation, if they're not in the first character, that means they're comparisons. It's asking, is A8 equal to B8? And the answer is true. It does equal. It evaluates as true. A equals B here is false, false, true. A does equal B. A less than B, false, because it's equal to B. It's not strictly less than. It is less than B in this case. In the other two cases, it is not. A less than or equal. In this case, the difference here is true versus false. True, A is less than or equal to B. False, it is not less than or equal to B. But true, it is less than or equal to B if A is 1 and B is 1. Not equal. Well, they're not equal. That's false because they are exactly equal. The not equal is exactly the negation of the equal. And the same holds true, the same ideas hold true of the greater than sign. 0 is not greater than 0, 0 is not greater than 1, 1 is greater than 0, 1 is not greater than 1, but 0 is greater than or equal to 0. 0 is not greater than or equal to 1. 1 is greater than or equal to 0, and 1 is greater than or equal to 1. Let's just take a look at the formula again, just to remind you. This is assignment. If there's an equal sign in the very first character of a cell, it's assignment. It assigns the value of this cell to whatever follows. This is whatever follows. This is a comparison operator. By the way, let's do one trick here. If I put an apostrophe sign at the beginning first character in a cell, it says treat the rest of the cell as text. A trick to know sometimes. Sometimes you want to write numbers in as text rather than strictly as numbers. Okay, so that goes through a lot of the logical functions. Now, let's talk about if statements. And I'm just going to give an extra row here. And I'm going to make C equal to 100. So, equal if C1 greater than 100, then 50 or C1 divided by 2. So what we've done is said, if this is true, it's not true in this case, it is false. Then we're going to take C1 divided by 2. If it's true, if C1 is greater than 100, then we're going to write 50. So it's not greater than 100, but it's exactly equal to 50. So for this value, the value if it's true and the value if it's false are the same thing. We're going to see in just a second where they're not going to be. In this case, we expect 50 in both cases to be the answer, and there it is. Now let's try 99. The value if true is, if if C1 is greater than, if cell C1 is greater than 100, and it's not, it's less than 100, that means I'm going to get 49.5 now. Ta-da, there it is. 101 will evaluate to 50 though. 200 will evaluate to 50. It's true that the value of C1 is greater than 100. I can put something really big in, and it'll always evaluate to 50. If I put in 50, it will evaluate to half that. So it's false that C1 is greater than 100. That's false. So it'll go to the part of the if statement where we do the calculation if it's false. And that's just the second part of the if function. There we go. The value, what will happen if this is not, if it's false, that this is greater than 100. Well, it's not greater than 100. So it would have, this expression here evaluates to false. If this expression evaluates to false, we go here. We do this calculation, and that's the value in I1, cell I1. If this is true, then the value in cell I1 is going to be 50. Okay, simple explanation of the if statement. I'm going to end the video here. Go on to the next video.